another very slow start. How much of it was you, and how much of it was them just being better?
Me personally? Not time for jokes, probably, right? We started well the first two games. I think you're referring to the Toronto series?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had, a couple of games where we started slow and we haven't generated much offense. And, we got to get better. I have to give the players a better plan, Florida was significantly better than us. I got to come up with a better game plan.
Go ahead, Tara.
Jim, you weren't afraid to say last game we need some more from our big players. This is in the postseason. You make big plays. Are you getting enough from your best players?
Yeah, I thought Swayman, Pasta, I thought they were our two best players tonight.
Emily?
Is there any update on Brad Marchand?
Upper body, we'll know more tomorrow.
Jim, what did you think of the officiating tonight? Do you think that kind of took you guys out of the game with the way you guys took too many penalties in the first?
You know what? We weren't very good for the first two periods. I can't really say that we earned any more power plays, in the second period I thought we were coming, and unfortunately we got the high stick, in a stick battle fighting for a puck. And that really changed the game, I thought in the third period that we started to get juice because our crowd got us into it. I salute our fans for giving us the energy that, we needed after that fourth goal went in on us.
Gail?
Jim, the penalty kill has been a strong suit for you guys the whole postseason. It faltered tonight. What can you attribute to that?
I don't think we're on top of our game. Our execution, to be honest, the last two games, or last two periods of last game and the first two periods of tonight is just not been good enough. And that's why I say that's my fault. I got to be better.
Chris?
You obviously took some responsibility for what transpired, but in terms of just effort, intensity, and the boys kind of getting into the game, as you mentioned, it took until the fourth goal was scored for them to be engaged. Any particular reason for that in your view?
I don't know. It's not good enough. That's all I know. Florida was good. We weren't. Move on to the next game.
Jim, with such a short turnaround between games, what do you do to kind of kickstart things?
Yeah, well, it's every 2 days, and that's the way the schedule is in the playoffs. We had a good night's sleep. Come to the rink tomorrow, we get better, and we'll get ready for Game 4.
Fluto?
Jim, their offensive pressure down low when they really get rolling, how does that impact the game and just your inability to get pucks out cleanly and going the other way?
Yeah, that's, historically, the team that has more ozone time in a series will usually over 7 games prevail. There's special teams and goaltenders figure into that mix, and we need to get better there. Our own ozone time and breaking pucks out.
Steve?
You said a couple of times now, that's on me, I've got to do this and so forth. Are you speaking in terms of preparing the team mentally for the game, or are you...
Whichever way you want to take it, it's not good enough. We didn't play well enough. That's why I take the responsibility.
Okay, just to finish the question, are you suggesting that changes might be made for the next game, or is it just the latter?
It's too early to be able to talk about changes. We got to do our due diligence and look at the game again and see who is executing and who's playing with the effort that you guys have asked about.
Take two more. Jimmy?
Coach, what did you think of your team in terms of between the whistles versus last game, and did they handle their emotions well enough?
No, I thought we handled our emotions fine. I didn't think there was much stuff after the whistle tonight. I thought, both teams just played.
Last one, Greg.
Jim, how much more difficult is it to get the emotions going to rally when you're down like that, when you don't have Brad for the third?
I thought we rallied because of our captain. I thought that Pasta and Charlie McAvoy did a great job with him not being on the bench. And I thought our players all elevated and we started competing like Brad Marchand would.